Hello, my name is Chloe Folan, and today I just wanted to quickly jump on my social media channels just to give a gentle announcement over the fourth major ray release of the year, the white-yellow ray releases from hierarchy. I just wanted to create a short video over how this will influence the collective, why and how. So if you're interested in some core origin information over the major ray releases of the year, please give this video a like, maybe consider sharing it with others who are interested in proper information over the ray releases. So let's get into it. For context, the following information was channeled through the light lens of the White Ray of Unity meditation group that was initiated into activity under the gentle guidance of the Great White Brotherhood on Sirius, under the gentle guidance of the Great White Brotherhood back in December 2024. That's where this information was channeled and catalogued from. And this is a public video just to talk a little bit about the ray releases and to also give a suggested invocation if you would like to work with helping to co-create grounding and working with the ray releases more actively and more consciously. So in the month of April, the white-yellow ray releases start trickling in. But the metaphorical tap for turning on the white-yellow ray releases more fully starts on April the 5th and powers through the entire month of April before starting to wane coming into May. So with the white-yellow ray major ray release for April, what are the light codes within that energy stream and how does that impact us individually and collectively? I'm bringing up on screen some information from the introduction talk from the White Ray group. So the fourth wave of light code releases on April 5th. White light with emphasis on the yellow ray, the fourth ray of harmony through conflict. Initiates in incarnation who have yellow somewhere in their ray makeup and or connected to the Sirius cosmic pathway will be more influenced by these light code releases, meaning the initiates that will be more heightened in response to receiving the light codes within this ray release will be initiates who have yellow somewhere in their ray makeup and or connected to the Sirius cosmic pathway. So Sirian star seeds rise, this is your month. And it would be usual that if you were a Sirian star seed, that you would have yellow somewhere in your ray makeup. In all of the case studies and the thousands of esoteric aura readings that I've given, I don't believe I've ever come across a Sirian without yellow somewhere in their ray makeup. But again, there's always exceptions to the rule. So again, the initiates closer to the action, yellow in their ray makeup somewhere, and or connected to the Sirian pathway, Sirian star seeds. So what influence will these light codes have? This wave, the light codes being received, they're going to influence. This wave will include initiates who work in the arts in any capacity, and also those involved in teaching traditional ancient wisdom pathways of education. So in other words, what I mean by those involved in teaching traditional ancient wisdom pathways, that would be those that teach Reiki, shamanism, or even the arts itself. Please remember, teaching art is a very old modality. You know, can we please remember that when language was forming, we were working with color, and we've got proof of that everywhere. We've got proof of that in ancient pottery. We've got proof of that with cave paintings and drawings, old carvings in wood and stone. So this wave will include people who work in the arts in any capacity, and also those involved in teaching traditional ancient wisdom pathways of education. That also applies to traditional schooling, okay, traditional schooling, the traditional education system, this wave also includes architecture and building in a more general way, meaning construction. And possibly this wave will also influence how psychology and sociology will continue to be understood and applied. And most definitely agriculture and farming industries will be influenced by the fourth wave of light code releases as well. So all of these industries, all of these fields of service are going to be transformed through the April major ray release. So this is what these light codes are for. These light codes are for helping to precipitate transformation in these fields of service, and also influencing those who work in these particular fields of service, meaning helping to prompt evolution within the collective in these industries. As I've mentioned before, if you've been watching my ray release videos, I mentioned that even if you don't have yellow in your ray makeup and you're not a Sirian starseed, you still receive. And you can also participate by holding space for initiates that are more influenced by this major ray release, meaning being an observer, stepping back and going, okay, this is the month for these industries, these initiates, let's observe and hold space. But the way this would trickle through to you, if you're not yellow ray and you're not a Sirian, over the month of April, observe how art indirectly influences you. Notice where agriculture is indirectly influencing you. So in other words, all the industries I've mentioned, notice where those industries may indirectly influence you over the month of April. That's the trickle through. And again, main keynote is holding space if this is not your month, so to speak, in relation to your ray makeup and your starseed origins. So a suggested invocation, so if this is your particular month or not, there is a lovely invocation that's appropriate for public consumption, meaning anyone at any point of evolution development can healthfully and safely connect with this invocation that's being offered. 2 moments, please. Apologies, the invocation's gone walkabouts. I'll find it. Here it is. Thank you for bearing with me. Perfect. So this is also up on all of my social media channels. So a suggested invocation if you would like to participate with observing and doing a little bit of work towards holding space for these ray releases, or a little bit of work with helping to be aware of the grounding and integration of the fourth major ray release, the white yellow ray release of the year. So how to work with this invocation, a suggestion. Please make sure you're seated comfortably. Bring to mind the white yellow ray releases starting to pour in from hierarchy. Be aware of the light codes streaming through the white yellow ray release, and those light codes spreading across the globe and being received, consciously received, harmoniously worked with. And with that gentle visualization and intention in mind, please repeat. We are the soul. We are the light divine. We are love. We are will. We are fixed design. we invoke, integrate, and manifest the yellow ray of harmony. Be aware of the white yellow ray pouring into the collective. The light codes spreading through the collective. The transmissions of those light codes being consciously received and worked with, or transforming and continuing to evolve the arts, sociology, psychology fields of service, farming industry and agriculture, construction, building, and initiates with yellow in their ray makeup and all connected to the Sirius pathway, receiving, integrating, helping to transmit those light codes, being close to the action of these light codes. And gently release the visualization and give thanks. That lovely short invocation, share, and suggestion can be said by anyone at any time. And it's a lovely way to just gently connect in with the white yellow ray releases for the month of April. If you would like to stay up to date with some proper pinpointed information over the major ray releases of the year, please do feel free to follow my social media channels. I always release a short video and post each month close to the next ray release. For the moment, white yellow ray blessings to all. May all be blessed and may all receive.